Grab yourself some popcorn and a soda as you watch this absolute disaster that happened on my 2017 Ram 2500 get repaired, and we'll have an additional clip of an interior mod we did. Can you hear that? Shops usually charge you over $1,000 just to do that front wheel bearing. I'm going to show you how to do it with just some basic hand tools. You're going to need a 34mm socket, which is right there. I bought that kit from Harbor Freight. You're going to need a 24mm socket, which is in this kit over here, also from Harbor Freight. You'll need an 18mm socket, which I already had right there, 18mm, and a 22mm, which is also in this kit. This side of the table, we have the wheel hub and a breaker bar, just in case we need it, as well as a little pry bar and some extensions. Let's get to it. Let's see if we can get away with just taking off the top bolts. Ooh, she's tight. Let's try this again with the breaker bar. And of course the wheel starting. Breaker loose. Getting the brakes and the axle nut takes minutes. The real issue is going to be once we get to trying to take the hub off. Now let's hang this up. Well, let's pry it off with the pry bar and then we'll hang it up. Factory red Loctite mixed with road grime means they are completely rusted and welded in to the steering knuckle. We're going to douse them with penetrating fluid, but they will need time to sit. While they're sitting there and soaking, let's jump into the cabin and fix this annoying interior eyesore. We'll be installing the lid on Project Sharkbite. Yes, it's a little torn. I got it for $5 at the junkyard. I can't really complain, but mine was missing since I got the truck. First off, we'll start by lining these up. It's got some tabs here that line it up to make it a little bit easier to screw this down. I've got 2 bolts right here because the rest are missing, and that's all the parts truck had was 2 bolts. You should get some of these. They're really cheap and real snazzy. Let's take the 4 backing bolts off. They're located back here and right here. Let me get you closer. Those are the backing bolts that we need to take off. Those 2 right there, and these 2 up here. There we go, she's loosened up. Now let's turn the steering wheel the other way so we can access the backside. Back here, we're gonna find the other 2 bolts up there and down here. Let me get you in a close-up. These are the other 2, right here and up there. Now that we're done back here, let's go to the front side of this hub and take the axle nut off. Now that you have your 34mm socket, let's take this axle nut off. Ooh. After you loosen it up, keep in mind, this does take 265 foot-pounds to torque it down. So you're gonna have to do the reverse when you come back to it. And she's off, boys. Right now I'm going to show you a neat trick. We're using an extension to pop this hub out. Come back here, you line it up with the bolt, and you have someone turn the wheel. For the rest of this video, I'm gonna have to do voiceover. My mic failed on my camera during the recording, so most of this will be voiceover. You see me beating down on the hub, trying to get it to come loose, but it didn't. I ended up having to drop my wife's kettlebell on there, and actually it worked very, very well. I dropped it on there once, and the hub released from the rotor with one single drop. Here we proceed to clean the faces, the inner face and the back face of the hub with a piece of Scotch-Brite. Make sure you clean it thoroughly so when you made it up to the new surface or the new hub, it doesn't seize up, and make sure to add anti-seize to it. Look at all that grime in there. We're gonna have to clean all that off before we put the new one in. When you put your hub back together, make sure to put blue Loctite on there so it doesn't fall apart while you're driving. And then we put the hub back together, we torqued it down, and then we routed the cable back to its original place. And then we snugged up the axle nut with the breaker bar and then hit it with the torque wrench after. We slapped in the rotor and then we proceeded to line up the brake caliper. Here you see me putting the wheel back on. After we put the wheel back on, we're gonna go take it for a quick test drive. But first we load up the spare just in case it blows out on our test drive and cue up the montage of us driving away. We just came back from our test drive. We did about a 1 hour loop and she performed great. The vibrations out of her, no more wheel pulling. It's great. If you could take a second to wait till the very end of the video, at the very end we give credits to the community that commented the most for this past week. Usually we would pick 4 people out of the comment section and give them a special thanks at the very end of the credit section of our videos. Thank you.